That's out of the stadium!
Let's go! Come on! Something! Come on!
Swing and a miss.
There's a lot of fun.
Don't throw it wide.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Good evening and welcome in everyone to a bonus XBL match of the week. My name is Weaver for Prez. I'll be handling the play-by-play commentary for you tonight. And I'm joined in the booth for the first time with me this season or last is Mike the Cooch on color commentary. How you doing tonight, Mike?
I'm doing well, Weave, but really the pleasure is all yours, of course.
Absolutely.
But no, I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be fun. Looking forward to casting one with you, and it's an exciting one. Playoff spot on the line, so let's go.
Yeah, it's a perfect game to call. These two opponents, FiniteProvision and Doso, they just so happen to be each other's last series on the schedule this season. It comes at the very end of the regular season. We're only a few days away from playoff time, really, and the stakes could not be higher. There's one playoff spot remaining. We're gonna have a pretty quick pregame show for you tonight, but Mike, why don't you just quickly tell everyone what the kind of the scenarios are for both these guys to make it into these playoffs?
So Weaver, it's pretty simple. I think someone in chat mentioned it, but it's Doso needs a sweep to get in and clinch that 11th seed, or I'm sorry, a 12th or 11th seed, depending on how things shake. Finite has to win or can win 1 or 2, and he's in no matter what. He'll be the 11th seed. So Doso has to sweep. Finite, anything else, he's good. And then that's that.
Yeah, so that first game obviously critical. If Doso can win that first game, then game 2 becomes a 1-game sudden death for both of these guys. Doso, like you said, can finish 11th or 12th. If Finite gets in with either that sweep or split, he will be the 11th seed. But again, we're going to keep it very short here on pregame. We want to get right into the action. The stakes have never been higher. 1 playoff spot remains. 2 players fight for it. They're about to get started here in just a few minutes. We'll see you in a sec. Loading in, FiniteProvision, who needs one of these 2 games, is going to have home field advantage here first, here at El Viejo Stadium. Doso will get the first at bat here. You can see a balanced team there as far as bars go for the Joplin Miners. Firebirds, on the other hand, definitely dumping a lot of points into their offense. So we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, since he's such a pitching dominant player, I'm kind of surprised to see that. I didn't realize his bars were that power heavy. Jeez.
Yeah, and he gets good value too out of the only the 6 pitching bars that he has, and you could throw in the 2 defense bars as well. Doso actually the highest strikeout rate in the XBL this season, and Finite has struck out more than anyone in XBL. So this, honestly, for Doso, who needs a sweep, kind of feels like a match made in heaven for him as far as pitching goes.
Yeah, he's a tough pitcher for sure. Really, both these guys are. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. Pressure's never been higher. Let's see who's going into the playoffs.
We'll see who cracks and who comes up clutch. First pitch is away. We are underway here at El Viejo. Count now even. Roger Hartwell, called upon by FiniteProvision to deliver his team to the playoffs 1 season after missing. Doso going to pop this one up. Left field corner. Penn Warren has to run quite a ways, but makes the catch towards that foul pole on the warning track for the first out.
Yeah, off the bat, I thought that was a little more trouble than it actually was. Nice break by the left fielder on the ball. Make a nice running catch.
Yeah, ran a good route there to make the first out of the inning. Falling behind here on Remy Slow is Finite. You can see him going with the non-power approach as far as pitching goes. He makes me eat my words with a power fastball. Granted, he misses it. Now a 3-1 changeup. Doso fouling it off. Going to try and backdoor this slider, but it just misses. And a good check swing from Doso. It's going to put him on base here with 1 out.
And I'm already noticing great patience by Doso. That's 2 counts in a row he's worked out, worked the pitcher a lot. 1 runner on. Doing a great job with the patience.
Yeah, Doso much more formidable perhaps at the plate than he was in Season 8. Seems to always be a thorn in the side with some of the rally ability that he has. This one popped up. Could stay in play for Ransom. He's going to range over towards the wall. It is off the top of the wall, so no catch is possible.
Big break there.
Gonna try and loop this curve in. Doso hits it pretty hard, and it's off the glove of the jumping Pope. So it'll head out to Roger York. There's no extra base taken by the runner, but it looked like that could have been out. Just no play made by the second basewoman.
Yeah, bad break there. I mean, good break for Doso. He hit it hard. He deserved a hit, but second baseman probably should have had that. Timed the jump really well.
Ricocheting pretty darn hard out there into center field, and now Doso has an early threat here. This one could be two, though. Ransom over to Pope. She will fire to first. Finite gets out of it unscathed. The rally is extinguished.
Yeah, unlucky for Doso. Got a hanger there and just rolled it over for the routine double play. Some nice at-bats by Doso to start the game, though.
So Bud Cox, I believe the ace of this Firebird squad. Remember, they must win both games, so Doso firing perhaps his best bullet here. Ahead of Finite, but Finite rips it out to the shortstop. Spears, no problem. Makes the play. That's the first out. So Robert Penn Warren, 317 average on the season. Goes right after Finite. Finite gets jammed a bit. That'll be the second out on the dribbler.
Tale of two half innings here. Finite up there swinging away, whereas Doso is being patient, and Doso might have a quick inning here.
Looking to go 1-2-3 against Finite. Maybe try and swing some momentum back after having that rally in the first extinguished. 2-2 is a changeup. Hit pretty hard, but it does go foul. Just got on top of it there, did Finite. Hits that fastball, and it's over the head of the first baseman, so Finite has his first base runner of the game. A single with 2 outs here.
Yeah, maybe a little cast or curse there. We talk about a possible quick inning and then a little bloop to, I don't know, you never know, some 2-out thunder here maybe from Finite to put Doso under extreme pressure.
He'll try and string a couple hits together here at least. Has decent speed on first, but with that stealer, or not stealer, but the bad jumps trait, likely probably not going anywhere. Chased on that cutter, so now another 2-2 count. Pops this one up into shallow left field. It's kind of between the left fielder and the center fielder, but it is caught by Marshall, who had to come a long way to make the catch. So that is the end of the inning.
Yeah, nice catch there. He took a pretty good angle, got a good jump on the ball. Otherwise, that might have dropped in and been some trouble there. So great job by Doso to get out there and shag it and end the potential rally.
Jacqueline instigates swinging on that first pitch. Finite gets the result he wants as he makes the play on to first. So Steve Spears, 6-hole hitter, the shortstop, will bat. Didn't offer at the first changeup. Does offer at the second one, but pokes it foul. Goes with a power fastball. Doesn't quite go where he wants, but likely would have been a ball anyway.
Great pitch there.
Yeah, good fastball. Evens the count. He will loop the curveball in, and Doso takes it all the way, completely fooled by that 12-6.
Yeah, fantastic sequence. Doso just must not have been expecting that at all. He didn't even make a swing at it, and beautiful pitch, and another one right there on the change. Man.
Now way ahead of Malaya Mosley. Goes with the power fastball, punches him out, and it's Finite early who's working the strikeout, not Doso.
Yeah, no kidding, man. That was like 5 or 6 just paint jobs in a row by Finite there. Some beautiful pitching.
So now Doso will try to return the favor. Elizabeth Pope. Ahead in the count is Pope. 2-0 is in the zone. Finite rips it. Left center field to the gap. It's gone! Finite and the Joplin Miners take the first lead of this crucial series.
And if you're a Firebirds fan, not what you want to see, but man, Finite went up and got that one. Perfect swing, just inside out of it, right over the left field wall. Great piece of hitting by Finite, all the momentum.
On a contact swing as well. He typically only charges up for the power swings, but in that situation, went with a contact swing and it paid dividends. Next hitter is going to pop up lazily to right field. Longstop makes the catch. So now Wade Bowen. Doso trying to settle in after surrendering the lead here early. This one grounded over to Longstop. Should be easy play, and it is. So now with 2 down, John Clayton, the 8-hole hitter, will try and get the bat into his pitcher's hands so he can turn the lineup over, if nothing else.
Yeah, very important in a no DH style league like this. I think an underrated strategic component a lot of people don't take seriously enough. But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's always big to get your top of the order up instead of your pitcher leading off an inning, but that does not happen for Finite. So we'll see his pitcher lead off the bottom of the third. But in the meantime, we head to the top of the third. 1-0 Miners. Again, the Miners.
Great job.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, great job by Doso after the solo shot to come right back with three strong at bats, shut him right down. 1 run ain't nothing here, so let's see if he can come back. He's had some nice at bats.
Yeah, good resilience from Doso, and that shouldn't surprise anyone who's played him. He's probably the biggest grinder in the whole league. Very pesky, and a pesky base hit there, as Finite puts a bit of a speedster on first. Doso does like to run. I'm sorry, I think I said Finite. I meant Doso. This one popped up with the pitcher. Ransom ranges. This one will not get out of bounds, so he will make the play for the first out.
Yeah, not a very productive at bat from the pitcher there, but that's why they're pitchers, I suppose.
So that slider misses. Doso ahead in the count, 2-0. Still haven't seen him try and take second yet. Feels like it's only a matter of time before he attempts it. Good check swing there, puts the count way in his favor. He'll see a curveball here, and he takes it. There goes the runner. It's a hit and run. Pope in good position to field it, though. She flips it to Willard, who fires the first. It's a double play. It looked like Doso may have ran himself out there with that hit and run attempt.
Yeah, I think so. At the very least, I don't know if it was a double play, but he put the second baseman right in position to field it, make the flip, and about as routine as it gets at that point.
So now Hartwell locked in on the at-bat, but it won't matter here as he will get jammed out to long stop for the first out. Benjamin Willard now the top of the order for the Joplin Miners. You can see decent home run numbers up and down this Miners lineup. He has been, despite being someone who's just on the cusp of making playoffs and may miss, he has been very good this season as far as the power numbers go.
He has. He's really hit a slot. Like the first half of the year and the second half of the year, he's just a different guy, unfortunately. He started off great, and now he's just fighting and clawing to sneak in here. That could get down.
That looks like a great piece of hitting, and it is. It is down. He will dig for 2 and have it easily. So a 2-out double puts a runner in scoring position for the Joplin Miners. And yeah, like you said, it really has been kind of a tale of 2 halves for FiniteProvision. Week 1, he became the first player this season to defeat Ashnod's Coupon. Ashnod would only go on to lose to 1 other opponent, and that's Lazy, the only player that's really ahead of him. It's crazy to think that someone who beat Ashnod might miss playoffs here.
Yeah, and I played him early on, and he played me tough too as he grounds that one up the middle, going to be thrown out. But he's just hit a wall. Maybe change the approach, maybe press too hard. I don't know, but it'll be tough for either of these 2 legends to miss the playoffs here, Weaver.
Yeah, Doso last season missing playoffs as well, and he was the last team who got locked out. He is looking to avoid that 2 seasons in a row. So Finite back to the mound. Doso with a good check swing. The 2-2 pitch to Remy Slow, the center fielder, is in there. He waves at it, 100 miles an hour, struck him out. That's how this inning begins.
Yeah, pretty good fastball to hit there. He just a little bit tardy to the party, and swings right through it.
So now Amariah Mick Gribbins, I believe, is the first baseman, batting now. Sounded like a foul ball. Couldn't quite see it.
It makes me want to go to McDonald's.
Get a Mick Gribbins. Roger York going to catch that one. So 2 outs now. Iggy Velasquez, sorry. The catcher, lots of power, only 1 home run on the season. Both of these guys kind of improving their power from season 8. I believe Doso had only, 4 home runs all of season 8. I think this season he's somewhere around 12-ish. I'd have to look. Still, not really a power guy.
No, not at all. But he has his own play style, and he usually gets it done. That one's ripped. Oh, wow.
Great
What a
catch by
play.
Earl there to end the inning. What a play indeed. That's going to send us to the bottom of the fourth. Joplin Miners, middle of the lineup, set to face Bud Cox here.
To be honest, Weaver, I really think Doso is putting the better swings on the ball, minus that solo shot. He's trailing in the game, so you wouldn't think so. But yeah, it's kind of surprising as he strikes Finite out there.
Yeah, I would almost have to agree. There's been some good hard contact from Doso. But again, sometimes when you don't power swing like Doso, he never power swings. Sometimes those loud contact hits just don't really go anywhere. This one barely fair. It's going to result in an out against Pope. Good break there for Doso. He's looking to have a 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, good arm by the third base man there to fire across and get the pretty speedy runner. Nice play. Another chase.
Yeah, another chase. So a great inning from Doso. Gets Finite kind of unbalanced there in that half inning. So now to the top of the fifth. Game flying right along. Pressure going to mount with every inning that Doso can't, get back in this game. Not that he's not in it, he just needs to tie it,
Yeah, he's definitely in it, but as you go deeper, in the early innings, you're thinking, it's just one, but sooner or later, you're in the 6th, 7th, 8th inning, and then all of a sudden, it starts getting a little sketchier. It starts getting a little scary.
Roger York calls that one off, makes the catch out there in center field. So the leadoff batter is retired. Steve Spears stares at that slider. 0-1 is another slider. Doso hits that one pretty hard. It's pretty deep. York back to the track, makes the catch. That's one of those where you kind of just have to wonder, if it's a power swing, how much further can it go?
Man, it didn't need to go much further there, so I think, power swing, that baby was gone, and we were tied, but here we are.
1-1 count here on Mosley. Doso, definitely more looking to hit the gaps rather than the seats. So on a 3-1 count here, stares at the fastball. Full count, Doso hits a hard. Willard makes the leaping catch to end the frame. Finite halfway through this game has only allowed the 2 hits. He leads by 1.
More hard contact, man. Some scary outs there, but Finite pitching around it and holding him off so far. He could really use a few more to kind of get some breathing room.
Good take there from Finite. Puts the count at 1-1. Goes waving on the changeup, though. Good pitch from Doso. 1-2. He went fishing inside, popped it up. Easy play from Spears for the first out.
Yeah, very easy. That was about a foot inside. Easy play for the shortstop to camp under it, make an easy catch.
John Clayton, the right fielder. Way behind 0-2 now. Looks like Finite maybe getting a bit antsy here at the plate. Does take that one, however. And another great take there. Evens the count. So Finite battling back.
Wow.
Works the count full. The pitch from Doso. Jammed him again. Up the middle. Spears ranges over to the glove hand side. Makes the play. 2 down here, but a better bat for Finite.
Yeah, it was. The first 2 strikes weren't great, but then, 3 great takes in a row, showing some patience. And then I think that was ball 4 that he swung at, but 2 strikes on you got to protect.
Yeah, definitely harder to take those close pitches on 3 and 2. Doesn't take that one inside. Squibs it over to McGribbons. Makes the play. We head to the top of the 6th. Doso back to the plate now. 8-9-1 to bat. Really needs to get something started here.
That he does. Man, this game is flying by. Kind of what I expected. 2 pretty good pitchers, especially Doso.
Yeah, Doso, certainly one of the better pitchers in the league, especially if you look at strikeout numbers. Maybe the best. Evermore long stop. Ahead in the count here. That one just off the plate inside. So now a 3-1 to Doso. He takes.
Good strike there.
Full count changeup. Just high. What a take from Doso to put his leadoff runner aboard. Now with Bud Cox up. We'll see if he thinks about a bunt maybe.
I certainly would. Double play would be absolutely killer here with the pitcher up.
Yep, he shows bunt. It's borderline perfect. They may pick this up on the chalk and have no play, but Bud Cox just not fast enough. If that's anyone else in his lineup, except maybe the catcher, I think he's got it.
Yeah, that was about as perfect as a bunt as you could have asked for. Pitcher almost beat it out, but yeah, anybody else, he's safe. Aboard. Still a good situation.
Yeah, top of the order up now. RBI Dud is active on the leadoff hitter Marshall. Takes that curve. Doso, this might be his most patient inning so far. He is late on the fastball. Changeup runs wild. Doso takes, so 2 walks in the inning. Puts 2 runners on with 1 out. Remy Slow, perhaps the strongest hitter in the lineup, to the plate.
Yeah, this is a big pressure spot. I'm not surprised to see this at all. A call to the bullpen.
Jerry Jeff Walker, first pitcher out of the pen for the Joplin Miners in this crucial series. Wow, that screwball ran right over the heart of the plate. Doso just didn't want it, didn't want that one either. Now with the K-Dud, the fastball, it's a passed ball though. Doso does not advance. Probably a smart call. 2-2 Doso, this could be 2 and it could be huge. Finite out of the jam here in the 6th. Another inning-ending double play for Doso.
Yikes. Yeah, we've all been there. He's been more patient. He's had better contact, but every time he threatens, it seems like just a killer double play.
So now Doso looking to stay encouraged here. He's going to get a weak dribbler here. Barehanded by long stop. Makes the play. So 1 out here in the 6th. Robert Penn Warren up to bat. Swinging first pitch is Finite. It was a contact swing. Makes the play. Some of these innings are just, blink and you'll miss them.
Yeah, absolutely. My goodness.
Oof. That one right down the middle. Finite obviously looking for something else. Or perhaps just telling himself, to take more, considering the quick at-bats in the inning. But he waves on that one on a good cutter out of the zone. So a strikeout from Doso ends the inning very quickly. He goes back to work now after, in the previous inning, having quite the rally going.
Yeah, absolutely.
That one hit pretty hard, but right at Willard. The 70 power throw is in plenty of time. So Doso, his 3-hole hitter, retired there on just 1 pitch. The 1-0 slider, the check swing from Doso. Good pitch there. Brings the at-bat to 2 strikes, so a 1-2 changeup. Waved on by Doso. He was looking heater all the way. Quickly 2 down.
Yes, he was. That was and again, we've all been there. That was an ugly swing about a year ahead of it.
Yeah.
Great pitching there by Finite.
Last hope here in the 7th is Instigate, third basewoman. Changeup. Hit pretty hard up the middle, so that will extend the inning. Roger York gets it back in. Tying run on base. Virtually no speed over there. It'll be up to Steve Spears to see if he can get a 2-out rally going. Way ahead of the change. Hits that one. That one is over the head of Pope. It could get into the gap. Clayton trying to cut it off, but he can't. It rolls all the way to the York can't catch it. So the game will be tied. Doso finally gets that big hit. It's a triple.
Oh, unbelievable. It might have been the most softly hit triple I've ever seen, but it gets the job done. Unbelievable. Great clutch 2-out hit there by Doso.
That absolutely was softly hit. And like I said, there really was no speed on it first. It had to be hit just like that to score her from first. So great job from Doso. Okay, he can kind of breathe now. This one popped
really
out.
can.
Yeah.
The pressure is really all on Finite here. Like I've said all game, I think Doso's had the better performance. Finite just ran into one early, but now we have a new ball game.
Good block from the catcher. Now Doso rips it. Right field. Clayton has to range back. Makes the catch on the track. So the game will stay tied for now, but we are into this final third of regulation. The game is brand new.
Brand new ball game. Let's see if Finite can change the approach, get a little more patient, maybe run into another one here.
Finite swinging first pitch. Not much patience to speak of there on that at bat. Great play by McDonald's or whatever, McGribbons, to make that out there.
Hey, you're making me hungry here, Weaver.
This one popped up. Finite bidding for some grass in right center field, and he's going to get it. The diving attempt was valiant, but he came up a bit short there. So Finite has his first base runner in what feels like a little bit here.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a while. Let's see if he can make something of it. He really needs to put the pressure back on Doso here, who's kind of been cruising.
Yeah, ever since that home run with Pope, who has just now reached base for her second time. This one could be two, though, to the first baseman. Fires the second, returns to the bag to receive the double play ball. That's something like the third or fourth double play combined we've seen in this game.
I think so, and I think that was the first one that actually benefited Doso. So some revenge there, sorely needed, and yeah, momentum swinging to the Firebirds.
Yeah, and that's the momentum they need if they want to make the playoffs. Remember, they must win both games. Finite needs to only win one. Leaving Walker out there for an extra frame, perhaps. 1-2 is a slider. Doso hits it well, and it's knocked down by Walker. Good job from him to keep it in front of him so he can make the out. This looks like it'll be the end of Bud Cox's night. What a job from him. 7 strong.
Yeah, end of the night, but yeah, like you said, pretty much all you could ask for. Giving up 1 to Finite is no easy task.
Especially with all the pressure. So now Jacob Ocean off the bench for Doso. Base is clear. Does not go chasing the screwball. 2-1 runs completely wild, but it's in there. Big break there for Finite.
I think Doso would like to have that one back to take a hack at.
Full count pitch on Doso, ripped towards that left center field gap. York will not make the play, so it is into the corner. We can watch Doso fly here. He will bid for 3. The go-ahead run. No, he will go back to second. Probably a smart play there. I think he may have been gunned.
Yeah, that was a 99 throw from the deepest part of the yard there, and I think even with the decent speed, I think he was cooked. Good decision by Doso to retreat.
Still a runner in scoring position. Doso just looking to convert that runner and give the game to his bullpen. So now a pinch runner in for Doso. Puts better speed in scoring position. Wow, what a take there on 3 and runner going. Doso is going to be in there. Go ahead run 90 feet away. We'll see if we see a bunt here with 2 strikes. It would be risky.
A great jump there, and it was the pitch to go on off-speed slider, I think it was. Huge spot here, huge spot. This is what you live for, XBL fans. My goodness.
Finite needed a breather there. Now the full count pitch. Doso just takes it. Wow, what an eye we're seeing from him tonight.
Yeah, his patience has been on another level. Yeah, it's impressive.
Finite got to go to the bench, or the bullpen rather. Cody Canada, the closer. Got to be wary of the bunt, though. Doso takes that fastball. Takes that fastball. It's a 2-0 count now. Remy Slow swings on that one. That is hit deep. That should be plenty deep enough to score the run. Clayton catches it, gets it back in. Towards the plate, but to no avail. Bowen gets it back in. So the Firebirds, in a do-or-die game, take the lead.
Yeah, that's textbook. It's not a sexy play. It's just a sac fly, but 2-0 gets the pitch to handle, drives it deep, scores the run. It's about as textbook baseball as you can draw up.
And then stealing second base there is Doso. So another run in scoring position. Bidding for some grass, but Pope ranges over to make a nice play. Bails Finite out of the inning, but not before he surrenders that lead. And he's down to his final 6 outs here in game 1 of this 2-game series.
Absolutely, and a nice play by Finite. They're kind of underrated. In a pressure situation like that, I know sometimes I myself would have probably dove for that and completely screwed it up.
Yeah.
A great job to just dedicate himself, hang on, make the play. Otherwise, that could have been another freebie.
Cali South called upon to try and close this game out, or at least get some outs here in the 8th. She's going to get one here. Looked like Finite may have just missed a cookie of a slider.
Yeah, he hasn't had much to hit like that all night, so maybe just a little shocked. Oh my god, another one.
Yeah, Doso missing a couple spots here. Probably. Will Farnaby off the bench here, hitting 400. Hits it hard, but it didn't get enough mustard on it, so it's right at long stop for the second out. Time running out here for Finite. He's going to leave his closer in here. Or is he?
I would be extremely surprised if he did in this spot, but yeah, it looks like we're going to get a substitution.
See who he goes with. Bart Simpson, TV legend.
Absolutely.
Pinch hitter off the bench facing Cali South, and he's way ahead here, 3-0. Doso not going to give him a free base. I wouldn't think. 3-1 right down Broadway. Finite takes it. The K-Man activates. Big pitch here. Finite pops it up. Left field. Doso comes in. Camps under. Makes the catch. So we head to the 9th inning. Firebirds retaining that lead. They're going to look for insurance here before they go back out there.
Absolutely, and you put it a great way earlier, Weaver. Pesky is Doso. You're feeling good if you're Finite early on. You get the solo shot, you're leading, and just Doso never comes away, and now he's scratched and clawed his way right back into the ball game.
So now Iggy Velasquez looking to undo that tense mojo, maybe, if nothing else. Robert Keane out of the bullpen now. Finite gets a nice pop-up here. Willard makes the play. One down here.
Yeah, perfectly placed fastball there. Really not much you can do with it unless you're expecting it. A great pitch by Finite.
Another great pitch right there. That cutter just catching that low and away corner. Jacqueline Instigate versus Robert Keane. Numbers not so great on Keane, as you can see there. But he strikes out. Instigate there on 101 miles per hour. Up and away. Fantastic fastball there. Brings this inning to 2 outs.
Yeah, not great numbers, but you wouldn't know it with the 2 first batters he's faced. My goodness, he's dominated.
Ahead in the count now is Spears. Dribbles this one over. Ransom. Good throw to first. Earl makes the catch. We head to the bottom of the 9th. A must-win game for Doso. If he can close this out here, get 3 more outs. Well, we're gonna go to game 2 anyway, but we would go to game 2 with the season on the line for both teams.
Yeah, and I said it earlier, and you don't want to root against anybody because everyone in this league is a great guy, gal, whatever. But a game with everything on the line, that would be sweet to see.
It certainly would. Cali South looking to make it happen, but Finite has something to say about it. Puts his leadoff batter aboard.
Maybe not so fast as Finite, trying to take care of business right here, right now, not worry about game 2. Good leadoff single.
Finite blows that, or I'm sorry, Doso blows that fastball past Finite. Looking for a ground ball. Finite probably not going to risk moving the runner, I wouldn't think. Hits that hard. Deflected by the pitcher South, so she will get an out of it. Probably a good play there from her. I don't think either of the middle infielders could have gotten to that. That could have been a hit.
No, I think that had hit written all over it if she didn't get a glove on it. So a nice play there. Kind of a bad break for Finite. But at least she didn't field it cleanly and turn the double play, so it's getting exciting.
That tying run is in scoring position. The run that would send Finite to the playoffs at the plate. Roger York. Waving early on the changeup is Finite. Screw Hale out of the pen now for the Firebirds. 1-2 Finite. Dribbled down to third. Instigate. Throws to first. Look that runner back, too. That's big for Doso. Runner stays on second.
Yeah, crunch time here, but Edwin here is probably who you want to have up. Look at those stats.
Oh, Doso sees them as well.
I think he does.
Yeah, knows that this run, well, we'll see here. Does he want to walk him here? He does.
I would say, yeah.
Yeah, the RBI man, it's too formidable there.
Yeah, base open, RBI man. His base stats are good enough, to be honest with you. So not surprised to see this.
This is going to put the winning run on base, however. Elizabeth Pope. Maybe just looking to get something into the gap and send the Miners to the playoffs. Ball gets away from the catcher. Finite doesn't test the arm. Pitch from Hale. That one's hit hard. Left center field. Did she do it again? To the wall! Oh, Marshall! Oh,
Wow.
my God!
No way. What an unbelievable catch by Doso to keep himself alive. Unbelievable.
The season stays alive for the Firebirds. We will go to the second game with everything on the line.
Oh.
I can't believe that.
Just put that as the play of the week right now if we're doing a countdown next week or whatever. Oh, my God. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Dwayne and I will be live for weekly roundup on Monday, presumably, and we'll be doing the top plays of the year. I would think that's probably got to be on there. Wow.
Especially if he wins game 2 here. That was literally a season-saving play. That might be it. But we'll see. That's just game 1, folks.
Unbelievable, yeah. Oh my, folks. We're going to go to game 2 here pretty darn soon. As soon as these players load in for each other, we'll try and get that volume raised as well. I know there was potentially some problems there. And it's going to be a do-or-die game. The winner of this next game goes to the playoffs. The loser goes home and has to watch these playoffs from the comfort of the couch.
Absolutely. And I wouldn't have it any other way, man. That's the game of the year we're going to see in the regular season on Match of the Week. I would expect it to be another low-scoring, probably 1 or 2 run ball game, to be honest with you. I'm expecting a pretty similar game. What a ball game to watch. What a ball game to call.
Yeah, let's hope game 2 is just as good. We're getting into it momentarily here. It looks like they've queued into each other, so as soon as we start loading into the stadium here, we'll switch the feed.
And if you're finite, like for Doso, obviously, you're just riding high and probably your heart is still beating out of your chest with excitement. If you're finite, you've got to just be saying, you've got to be kidding me. Of all the times to make a catch like that, my goodness.
Unbelievable. So you can see both of these teams 10 and 21 with 1 to play. Only one team can reach 11 wins and secure a playoff spot. If Finite reaches 11 wins, he would tie with Ted Danson. Well, no matter who reaches 11 wins is going to tie with Ted Danson. Finite holds the tiebreaker over Ted. Doso, I believe they split, so the tiebreaker would go to run differential over 9. And I believe it's close, so it would kind of depend on the score. The seeding really just coming down to the last week. That's what you love, though. That's why you watch.
That's why you watch, indeed. And I am excited to watch this one. It's going to be a doozy. Same stadium. It looks like maybe a different time of day, but yeah. What else could be said?
We're heading back to El Viejo for game 2 of this series. 1 playoff spot remains. 2 players fighting for it, and here they are. These guys looking to probably become an 11th seed would more than likely face off, well, not more than likely, would certainly face off between one of myself, Luke Archer, and Government. So fun matchups to be had there. The first pitch coming right here in a second. Looks like we'll just have Finite fix some volume here.
Not an enviable task to face any of those fine players, but if you're one of these guys, you just want to get into the dance and see what happens. So, who's it going to be?
Who's it going to be? Indeed, first pitch delivered by Doso High. Happy Forest, the pitcher for the Firebirds. This one popped up. Right field. That's how this game begins. Mosley makes the easy catch. Finite retired. That'll bring up Penn Warren.
Sounds like a presidential candidate from like the 1800s.
It does. This one down the line and fair. It hit some chalk, so Finite possibly will dig for 2. Didn't really hit it hard enough to get it down the line. Good cutoff from Doso. So it'll be a single.
Yeah, great play by the left fielder there. That could easily be a double with a little bit of speed on the runner and a lack of speed in left field, but he got to it very quickly.
Finite running here, and he got a fantastic jump. Completely fooled Doso, so he walks into second base.
That might have been the best jump I've seen all year, to be honest with you.
And although Finite scored early in game 1, he's and didn't get the result he wanted, he lost. But certainly on his mind, an early lead would help.
It would, and flipping the script a little bit here with some patience from the old Miners here.
Yeah, home runs and walks, both stats that are up this season for Finite from season 8. Whiffs on that fastball, so it's a 3-pitch strikeout for Doso. Wants to silence the rally here in the first.
Yeah, I might have jinxed him after talking about his patience, but that was just a great sequence. Perfect slider, and then it's hard to lay off that high fastball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's a great 0-2 pitch there, that fastball up. Now 2-1 on Pope. Narrowly missed being hero of the day for the Miners. Still has that chance, I suppose. Another walk here out of the hand of Doso. Good patience from Finite. Bases will be loaded at the top of the first.
Yeah, and if you're Finite here, we'll see what happens. But regardless of the result, you've worked the pitcher for 20 pitches. The bullpen isn't great, so this is a win early for Finite.
Yeah, the 2-bar bullpen from the Firebirds. This one going to be dribbled over to third, so Doso should get out of it. First baseman doesn't drop it, so yes, he will get out of it. Bases were loaded there from the hit and the couple of walks, but no harm to Doso other than, like you mentioned, that pitch count kind of getting up there.
Yeah, absolutely. He might Finite might be kicking himself there too. Bases loaded, and he swung at one that wasn't even close for the weak dribbler. But again, like you mentioned, I mentioned the pitch count getting up there. Not a great bullpen. Let's see if it matters as we move into the later portions of the game as we go to the bottom of the first here.
Finite maybe needing a breather after not converting on that rally. Frederick Henry, the pitcher. Just taking his time here. Timer's winding down, though. Hopefully not away from the controller here. Looks like Doso going to give some pause time as well. We'll see what the situation is.
Could be.
Looks like maybe there was a mix-up as far as the pitcher goes. So we're going to see what the ruling is. Looks like Finite may have put in an illegal pitcher.
Well, that's unfortunate. So I would assume they would just restart the game super early and just get the right pitcher. But I'm not super sure.
Yeah, luckily, discovering this early was Finite. Definitely something, you want to check early, though, before you load in. So we'll get the game resumed here in just a moment. Obviously, we'll try and recreate, or they'll try and recreate the game state as close as possible. So we'll take a quick break here. We're going to let the players just quickly talk to each other and sort out, how it needs to work. Finite, obviously, he earned some good pitch count numbers there in that top of the first with a couple of walks. So they'll sort it out real quick, and we'll get back to you here in a second. We'll be right back, guys. All right, folks. Thank you for sticking with us through that intermission. An unfortunate, I guess you could say, a mental error there. Not checking the pitcher there for Finite. So we had the wrong pitcher. They have resumed the game now. They had to FF an extra game because it had the wrong home stadium, but they are good to go now. They recreated that top of the first to the best of their ability. Pitch count not perfect, I don't think, but pretty close enough according to both players. So we resume action here in this do-or-die game. Winner goes to the playoffs. Loser misses. So now Guy Clark dealing the correct pitcher now to Neil Marshall. Doso rips that one into right field. So a good start from Doso after the long layoff.
Absolutely. Hit it about as hard as you can hit a baseball. That's a beauty of a line drive single there, right field. Good start.
We'll see if he tries to move the runner. Took him a while in game one to open up that part of his game. It's definitely been a big factor for him here in Season 9. As that one has popped up behind the plate. Should be the first out of the inning. And it is.
It is, and that was a wild, hittable cutter, I think it was. Doso probably not happy about that, but good catch by the catcher. 1 out for Finite.
Loops the changeup in there for strike one. Instigate the batter. That pitch right down the middle. Doso just a bit late. Runner going for Doso. There's that stolen base game, but he is caught. And assuming Finite doesn't just completely fall asleep, he will make the tag there for the second out. And then that pitch, rope to Pope. Third out. We head to the top of the second. So Finite recovers after that rip from the leadoff batter.
Rope to Pope. I see what you did there. But yeah, nice recovery by Finite. And back to the minors we go.
Wade Bowen, 7-hole hitter. Happy Forest. 18th pitch misses inside, so a 3-0 count now. Finite taking all the way, looking for that leadoff runner. No walk was to be had there. Now the count runs full. See what Doso gives here. It's a curveball. Finite puts a great swing on it to get it out to left field for a single.
Great swing and just another fantastic at-bat in general. Again, working the pitch count and ultimately just pulling a little single over the shortstop's head. Just really making Doso work.
Good off-speed pitch there. Loops in for a strike. Yeah, definitely making him work a lot more early here than he was throughout game one. Not much speed on first. Yeah.
He was up there swinging like Vlad Guerrero. You're an Angels fan. You're aware of that game one. But and here we go again. Another little bloop job.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back good pieces of hitting, good singles to start a potential rally for Finite. Guy Clark will be the batter. 125 average on the season. Took that first pitch, but now maybe you're not realizing who he's batting with, so he's going to go for the bunt here. Doso wants him to pop it up, kind of does, dives for it, and luckily for Doso, he doesn't boot it.
Yeah, that was risky. That was very risky. He was going for the triple play there if he would have caught it, but that could have been bad.
So the risk doesn't quite burn him there, but there are 2 in scoring position now for the Joplin Miners. I almost would think Doso would maybe want to pitch around here.
He might be.
With how low scoring game 1 was, it almost feels like you can't give up anything here. 2-2,
Yep.
way early on the changeup. What a fantastic pitch from Doso. Honestly, it wasn't located in the best spot, but Finite expecting a heater.
Yeah, he was way out in front. It really was not a great location, but the timing difference got the job done, and Finite, unfortunately, looking silly up there.
So Penn Warren now. Left fielder up the middle. Or is it?
Whoa.
Okay, it's going to be a single, still an RBI. Looked like it was going to be a 2 RBI single. Instead, it's just the 1. So Roger York.
That play was unbelievable.
Yeah, a bit of lag there. I saw it go into center field, but I also saw the exclamation point on the pitcher. Wasn't quite sure. Falling behind, though, is Doso. Finite looking to add on more. Full count. We'll see if the runner takes off. He does. Finite swings right through it at 99 miles per hour. Batter is completely frustrated. But we'll go to the bottom of the second. And again, the Miners strike first.
They do strike first, and this time it's not just a good solo shot. He's really making Doso work. He's putting some good swings, some good base hits, some good rallies. So a completely different Finite here early on in game 2.
Good strike there to get back in the count from Finite. Now an even count. Now a full count on Iggy Velasquez. Guy Clark. He's going to surrender a single here past the diving glove of the shortstop. So the leadoff runner aboard for the Firebirds, looking to tie this game with no time wasted.
Not at all, and there's just something different when you're pitching about the leadoff guy getting aboard. It just puts that much more pressure on you.
This
Or
one
not.
could be 2, though. Yeah, the pressure apparently not much to speak of there. That's a twin killing. Big for Doso. Now Mosley the batter.
Yeah, he managed his way to a victory after getting some very untimely twin killings game 1, and that was another one.
Falling behind on Mosley, though. That one ripped, but just a bit late was Doso. Now the 2-1 cutter in there. Good backdoor pitch. The 2-2 curve. He stares at it, loops it in for strike 3. What a pitch.
Great pitch indeed. Yep, absolutely. I'm not sure the location was great, but I don't think the breaking action, maybe he thought it was high. Looked like it absolutely fooled him.
Yeah, probably looking for something a bit more firm. Finite trying to get under that high slider, but may have just been a bit high. So he pops it up. Long stop makes a tricky play out there for out number 1.
Yeah, that's not how they teach you to catch a ball like that, but whatever works, I suppose.
Now Pope, who was hot in game 1, almost got that ball down in left center field to win the game. Before Doso made an unbelievable catch. Yeah, a bit of lag there. Both players take a second before the next pitch, which is in there. The 2-2 ripped by Pope. Right center field. Track. Wall. Gone. Another contact swing off the bat of Elizabeth Pope. The Miners lead 2-0 in this do-or-die game.
And honestly, Weaver, that might have been one of the rare times where a contact swing is better than a power swing, because it's tough to time up a power swing on that just looping curveball, whereas the contact swing, it just is what it is, and he just absolutely smashed it.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like the only way to power swing effectively on a curve is if you're looking specifically for that curve. Otherwise, yeah, you're right. The contact swing effective there. And then that slider effective. And that cutter effective, that strikes him out. So that's the second out of the inning. Doso recovering on the next at bat.
And just like game 1 gives up the solo shot, this time he's down 2, so that much harder, but Doso not going to be scared away by a couple run deficit.
So Wade Bowen now. The catcher fouls it off. 2-2 count. Full count now. Top of the third. The pitch from Doso. He's way early on it. That curveball fouled off. Bowen way late on 98, so he blows him away, tries to break his bat, sorry. But Finite, a run in each of the last 2 innings.
Yeah, absolutely. It's even more frustrating when you try to break your bat after striking out and you fail. It's just really embarrassing at that point.
So now Finite back to work. But he falls way behind Steve Spears. That curveball in there. Doso, I was going to say that was a pitch to draw a walk on. Doso did a good job not swinging at it.
Like he's done all night. He's taken plenty of walks. We just got to avoid the double play here, really. That's what's killed him all night.
Yeah, certainly looking, if he's thinking the same thing, he may want to think about sending the runner, but he did get burned on the bases in that first inning. This one to Clark, but he boots it, so no double play is possible. Doso advances the runner. Yeah,
if you're Doso, you're happy enough with that. I guess it's basically just a sack bunt. Keep the rally going here instead of just the twin killing that really just takes the wind out of the sails.
Pitcher batting now for Doso, but he's behind in the hole 0-2. Hits that one. Left field, Penn Warren should have the play. He does. Doso will retreat to second. But the top of the order up now. The chance for Doso to find some 2-out magic here and get back in the game. That one ripped. Penn Warren retreating to the track, but that one is going to be caught. So Doso, unlike Finite, not able to find that contact swing power here in El Viejo.
There's been 3 or 4 of them tonight where even if it's like a 65-70 power swing, he squared him up good enough. I think they would have been gone, so some runs maybe left out there.
Finite trying to get that one into Bermuda's Triangle, but Spears runs it down effectively to make that out. Happy Forest, 63 pitches here in the top of the 4th. Not what you want if you're Doso and you're rocking that 2-bar bullpen.
No, exactly. Finite, I was just going to say he's been very patient all evening, game 2 here, but of course, as I'm about to say that, he chases one for out number 2.
Swings at the first pitch there with his leadoff hitter and gets that rip single into right field. So a 2-out runner is aboard for Robert Penn Warren, who's 2 for 2, hitting .331 on the season. Not a stat line you would have seen from a Joplin minor in season 8. The offense has really been improved since season 8.
It really has. It's impressive. He's running for office after the game, but he's hitting over 300 here and now. So it's pretty impressive stuff.
More like he's running for office 200 years ago, but he's going to line out here. So that'll end the top of the 4th. Remy Slow, Jacqueline Instigate, and Iggy Velasquez will face Guy Clark. Looking to get something started. Popping it up on the first pitch is Doso. So a good pitch there from Finite. Extinguishes the leadoff batter. That'll bring up Instigate.
Pitcher's best friend there, the 1 pitch, 1 out, pop up, no pressure, just what Finite's looking for.
And then on the second pitch of this at bat, Instigate pops it up. Should be an easy play for York. Makes the catch. Quickly 2 down in the meaty part of this order. Velasquez up the bat. Back-to-back curveballs here. The first one missed. The second one will catch zone. So an even count. Doso rips that one. It's going to be a 2-out knock for him. Looking to get something started here.
Beautiful swing there. Really just took it the way it was coming. Outside part of the play. Just swung and drove it to left field. Absolutely clinical piece of hitting there.
So Mick Gribbins now. 4 home runs on the season. Like I said, he only had 4 home runs last season. He's got 4 on this player alone. Curveball misses. Maybe a bit of lag. That one ripped into the gap. Doso going to turn and burn for home potentially. It's a double at least for the batter. Doso, will he send the runner? No, he will retreat at the last second. I think a smart call.
I think so too. I probably would have made myself look like a fool and been just gunned there embarrassingly, but I think that was the right call.
Yeah, you can see the speed on the runner at third. That looks like league minimum, which is 30
Yeah.
or close
Just
to
knowing
it.
your roster. That's good base running.
So he needs to find a 2-out hit here. He swings on that cutter inside. Is it going to drop? Clayton comes in and boots it, and that is going to score 2. The game is tied.
Wow. Just this Doso magic. He's done nothing all game. He's really been outplayed here in game 2. And then just the 2-out thunder, and we have a new ball game out of nowhere.
Doesn't look like he is going to convert the go-ahead run, however. So the game is going to stay tied here. Big inning for Doso, again, to relieve some pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. Finite's, again, that's got to be disappointing. You've been cruising up till now, but we've got a new ball game, playoffs on the line. Oh, baby.
Playoffs on the line indeed. If you're just joining us, as that is going to be the first out of the 5th, the scenario is this. Going into this series, Finite needed 1 win, Doso needed both. Doso barely winning game 1, leading us to this game 2, do or die. Playoffs or bust for both players. Happy Forest, pitch count really started to get up there. Oh, and that one hits him, so he's certainly going to come out of the game now. Wow, that's murder.
Murder indeed. He was probably going to come out soon because of the pitch count, but that might have just accelerated the process as he just takes one right to the latissimus dorsi, I think, it hit him. Unbelievable.
Yeah, certainly going to take him out now. The stakes just way too high. Granted, the pen isn't exceptional. It was last season. The Firebirds definitely had a formidable, I believe, a 4-bar pen. Yes, a 4-bar pen in Season 8. Switching it up, though, here in Season 9. Cleom Miranda will be called upon here. Screwball pitcher out of the pen. That one bidding for that left side hole. It's going to be stopped by the shortstop. Dribbled a bit. Had no play anyway, I don't believe. So 2 on here for Finite, looking to respond after surrendering the lead.
Yeah, Finite coming right back, and honestly, this is early in the game for a 2-bar bullpen. It's only the 5th.
That one gets away from the catcher. Finite retreating instantly. He had both bases easily.
He did. He must have just not saw it well or just didn't commit quick enough. Unfortunate if you're a Finite fan.
That screwball doesn't get him to chase. That fastball ripped hard right field. Mosley makes the catch off the dirt. Finite thought it was going to drop, so it's a double play and the threat is extinguished.
Wow, I'm looking at the replay on my other monitor, and it looked like it dropped. So I can see what he was looking at, but yeah, what a catch and what a double play to stem the bleeding.
Yeah, possibly just an effect of some latency. Hard to tell usually.
Oh Lord,
that one almost looked like he hit the batter. Finite going to take a second, let the lag pass. And now falling way behind, long stop. So he has to deliver a strike, and he does. Being careful on 3-1, going off speed. Doso trying to go through that right hole, but Pope makes a nice stop onto first. Great play there to retire the leadoff batter. And now Cleo Miranda, the pitcher, has to bat.
Honestly, exceptional play, great timing on the dive, and really good player switching. He switched to second base immediately. Otherwise, I don't think he makes the play, and that's probably a leadoff single. So a fantastic defensive effort by Finite.
The pitcher, the relief pitcher, gunning for that gap. Finite has to dive, and he misses, so it'll get to the wall. York fires it to second. Not much speed on the pitcher, but it's enough. So Cleo Miranda, the reliever, gets a double, an extra base hit.
Yeah, tough there because that might have been the best reliever. Doso with that 2-bar pen doesn't want to take her out in the 5th. You can understandably so. Finite probably thinking he has a freebie, and she ends up getting a double.
Doso, he may take her out anyway, even after the pinch, or not the pinch hit double, but the double.
Man, I would be shocked, but I guess he's doing it. Wow.
He's going to put the speed on second. He didn't want to take her out to bat, but he does want to take her out to run. And it may pay off here as that is into the outfield. Penn Warren comes up with it, fires home. Doso not going to test, though.
No, and again, I mean, I think the right call. I think he would have been dead.
Yeah.
Just not hit deep enough, hit hard enough where I don't think it would have even been close, so good call.
But a big threat here. Finite, wary of things like the double steal, like the squeeze bunt. Outfield is going to play shallow here. Despite all the power, runners going. Finite going to offer that throw. It's not in time. Doso not running from third.
No, good pitch to steal on. It was the slow change up there, so that really takes away the Finite's best friend here, the double play. Oh, but what a pitch.
Oh, what a pitch indeed. That is a huge out for the Joplin Miners. Now he can get an out of any variety to get out of the inning.
That's about as good as a fastball as you will see. It's that like weird little glitchy spot where it just catches the plate and there's nothing you can do about it.
Falling behind on Instigate, though. May just want to put her on here. Nope, it's going to go right after her 3-0. It's in there. Does not want to give Doso that free base runner, but he's going to have to here. It is a 5-pitch walk. Bases are loaded. Iggy Velasquez, one of, I believe, multiple RBI men in this lineup. Pops it up, though. Wow, that was a pitch that maybe didn't get in as far as Finite wanted it, but he gets out of the inning. We're still tied, folks.
Still tied. Man, usually there's momentum swings, which are pretty obvious, but these are just so quick back and forth. It's unbelievable. And a heck of a ball game as we're about halfway through here. Winner goes on, loser goes home.
Screw Hale in relief of, I believe it was Miranda. Yeah, Cleo Miranda. Great stats on Hale facing Wade Bowen. That one up the middle, so the leadoff runner aboard for Finite. He's had a few threats since he scored his last run. That he hasn't been able to convert the last couple, however.
No, not so much. So looking forward to seeing if he can do it here.
That one ripped, though. It's caught on the line drive, however. Yeah, Doso looked for the line drive double play. I thought off the bat maybe it was a ground ball double play. Wow, Finite was not even hesitating to take his pitcher out here. Farnaby. Will Farnaby. 381 hitter off the bench this season. Good fastball there, puts him behind. The 1-2 from Screw Hale. This one could be over the head of the second baseman, and it is. So the runner will advance 90 feet. Good piece of hitting there on the high pitch.
Great hitting all night. He's done that to Doso just time and time again here, game 2. Game 1, it was the power game. Game 2, it's just been bloops and blops all over the field.
That pitch low from Hale. Benjamin Willard. The shortstop, the top of the order here for the Miners. Great spot. This one could be two, however. Second baseman has to turn to fire it, but there's still plenty of time. It is a ground ball double play to end the inning. Doso works his magic once again.
He does, and the ground ball double plays have been brutal for both teams here in this series. They've just absolutely been rally killers at the worst of times. So on we go, still tied up here in the bottom of the 6th.
Doso bidding for his first ever XBL playoff appearance. He was the last man left out in Season 8. Finite, a veteran of the league, missed last season as well, but is no stranger to the playoff picture in his history. That one's going to be a walk on 5 pitches.
Yeah, good at bat by Doso. I believe Finite is a Hall of Famer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Definitely a longtime legend of the league.
Yeah, Hall of Famer and a former World Series champion as well. I believe Season 6, if I'm not mistaken. Looking to return to the postseason, which the winner of this game will do. The loser, unfortunately for them, will not. 1-2 is a power fastball that Doso cannot pull the trigger on. Strike 3.
Similar spot to the one that I was talking about an inning or so ago. But yeah, it's going to be tough seeing either of these two guys miss out on the playoffs. But it's competition. That's what happens.
Yeah, one of them has to here. And the pressure, the anxiety, the adrenaline going to build here with every passing batter. Doso going to have 2 aboard here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th, looking to take the lead.
Yeah, and here we go again. 2 on, 1 out. So just avoid the you-know-what, and we could be okay here.
That one gets away from the catcher. This time Doso does advance. So 2 in scoring position here. Oh, wow, what a big passed ball.
Yeah, that's huge. That's one way to avoid the you-know-what. The pass ball about as timely as it gets, but we're going to set up the double play, of course, with the intentional walk of Evermore Longstop.
Yeah, Finite going to throw 3 or 4 out of the zone here to load them up. The pitcher is going to bat, and it's a relief pitcher. Remember, Doso doesn't have the strongest pen statistically. If he takes out Hale here, he will be down to his final 2 pitchers.
Risky spot to do so. We're we're only in the 6th, and yeah, these last 2 pitchers can't be much. Oh, he's gonna leave him in.
He will.
Or-
No.
Taking us out here.
See what Doso decides to do here.
Maybe a little gamesmanship, psychological warfare from Doso too.
This would be a play where if Doso does lift his reliever here, where the odds would just have to swing way in Finite's favor if the game goes to extra innings. It was just a pinch runner though, so the pitcher's going to stay into bat. Finite looking for that you-know-what.
The you-know-what indeed. It's like Voldemort.
He's going to bring his infield in. Does not want to get burned on a bunt here. That one's popped up, and it's reasonably shallow, so I think Finite could have a play at the plate. It's a 90 throw. Doso will challenge to the plate. He will be in there. Finite down to third. They've got the runner in, a pickle, so it's going to be a double play, but not before the Firebirds take the lead.
Yeah, that's pretty huge, Dwayne. Any lead in this game is going to be a good situation.
Screw Hale, first pitch in there. Sorry, that one hit out to the shortstop for the first out. So now Roger York, the 3-hole hitter, will come to bat here. First pitch misses. Screw Hale, the hero with that sac fly there. Back out to the mound. Dribbled over towards that third base. Has to be a strong throw, and it will be. So that's the second out.
Yeah, nice play there by the third baseman. I misspoke. I said Dwayne.
I wasn't going to say anything, but you know how Chad will always point things like that out. So Elwin Ransom here, cleanup hitter, looking to get some 2-out magic going. Screw Hale, really looking to be a hero in this game for the Firebirds, and it's looking like he is so far. What a pitch there for the strikeout.
It when in doubt, just high cheese will get it done. Tough to catch up to it. If you hit it, it's probably going to go a long way, but again, tough to catch up to it. Bottom of the 7th.
Neil Marshall, leadoff hitter for the Firebirds. They lead. Looking for a date with either myself or with Luke Archer. Oh, what a play by Elizabeth Pope to retire the leadoff batter.
Yeah, another rope to Pope, but she was ready for that one, and a beautiful diving play. Out number 1.
Like I was saying, no matter which of these guys makes the playoffs, their opponent would be one of myself, Luke Archer, or Government. So certainly a fun matchup, no matter who it ends up being, which combo. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 7th.
Absolutely, and neither of these guys are going to be an easy out for anybody. Again, we talked about Finite being one of 2 people all year to beat Ashnod.
Yeah.
That's out number 3. And Doso, I mean, like you said, he's pesky. He can give anybody a tough, close game, and if you're not careful, he'll snip you. So these guys, whoever makes it in is going to be no easy out, and it's going to be a heck of a series for whoever they have to play.
Yeah, both of these guys' records at 10 and 21, but it's a bit deceptive. They both possess that upset ability, that close game ability, as this one should be caught off the bat of Pope. Probably the quietest at bat she's had all night. So now the batter's going to rip that one dead center field, but I believe it's going to die out there, and it will. Remy Slow whips around to make the catch at the track.
Yeah, right at the base of the wall there. That was absolutely ripped. Maybe just not quite enough lift on it.
Wade Bowen, the catcher. Quickly 0-2. Pitch from Hale. Looking for that 3-pitch strikeout, but a good check swing from Finite negates it. Bidding for the hole up the middle, but ranging over his long stop makes the easy throw. To the bottom of the 8th we go. It's going to be down to the final 3 outs for Finite. He still needs that last run there. Doso looking to add insurance.
Yes, he does. And again, Doso with the comeback, and just, man, Finite's got to be asking himself what he's got to do to just put this guy away.
So now ahead in the count is Robert Keene. That one ripped. Center field, York, ranging back, track, wall leaps. It's gone! The Firebirds bust out a rare home run at the perfect time. They lead by 2.
That's about as perfect of a time as you can ask for. And that was a low curveball, and he went down and just like 9-ironed it right over the center field wall. Didn't think when I saw him swing at the pitch it was going to be that result, but great hit by Doso.
Yeah, kind of what you were saying earlier. The slow breaking pitch, sometimes that contact swing is a bit more effective. It was earlier for Finite, and it is here for Doso. Leads by 2. And he has another runner aboard. Look at add on.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just trying to make it that much more tough for Mr. Finite to come back here in the top of the 9th. Looking to add more for sure.
Needs to get out of the inning first. This one could be towards that hole. Another great play from Pope is going to get the out. Runner moves up to second in scoring position.
Yeah, Pope is having a heck of a game defensively, reminiscent of Fat Dick a few weeks ago. Just some great defensive play by the second baseman of the XBL.
So now a ton of speed out there on second. I believe we just saw the... I'm sorry, not the pinch runner. It's the new pitcher out of the pen for the Joplin Miners, Jerry Jeff Walker. Tasked with putting an end to this bottom of the 8th, give his team the best chance possible in that final inning. Pickoff play at second. Doso was not going. K-Dud change up here, and it fools Doso. Nasty pitch inside.
Yeah, you saw, or wow, I can't talk. You saw him start. He wanted it, but just the timing, I think he knew he was cooked. So he just tried to take it for a cheap ball, but to no avail.
Count even here on long stop. That one popped up. Penn Warren makes the play. Ladies and gentlemen, we head to the top of the 9th. The Joplin Miners trail by 2. The winner of this game to the playoffs. The loser's season is over. Doso had to come in here and sweep. He won game 1 on an unbelievable catch in left center field that could have ended the season if he didn't make the catch. And here he stands, 3 outs from a playoff berth. Make it 2. Long stop onto first, and it is.
Yeah, not the start he was looking for, as I assume we're definitely going to get a pinch hitter for the pitcher here. He has to score 2. But yeah, we went from that play where he was likely moving on and not having to worry about game 2, and then a fielder with 30 fielding makes the catch of his life, and here we are.
But ahead in the count is Bart Simpson off the bench. Swung at that fastball a bit late. Cali South called upon to close out this game. The K-Man will activate. Finite puts a good swing on it, but it is foul. Swings on that one, trying to get it blooped into left field. Marshall makes another catch here in the 9th inning. Wow, that's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, I don't think any players on the Miners are going to be sending that guy a Christmas card. He is just absolutely killing them.
1-1 count on Willard. Finite looking for some 2-out magic. He is ahead in the count. That one ripped. It through the right side, so the inning will extend. The season will extend for the Joplin Miners, the tying run to the plate. We'll see who it is here. It is the lefty, Robert Penn Warren.
Oh, this is the guy you want. Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. Contact, engaged versus lefties. A good eye from Finite. Hits that one hard, straight to left field. Caught by Marshall. The Firebirds march to the postseason for the first time in franchise history. They come in here tonight and get the job done with the sweep they had to have. What a series.
What a series indeed. My goodness. And well played to both of these players. 2 pretty low scoring, tight, well pitched, well defended games, just like I was expecting. And Doso, I mean, back against the wall, literally. The game-winning hit to end his season is headed for the gap, and he makes the catch of his life to make Game 2 actually relevant. And there we are. He made it happen in Game 2 as well to move on and get himself into the dance, Weaver.
Doso is in the dance indeed. We will wait to see just exactly who he's going to play. The final playoff bracket almost done. There's still a few games that have to be wrapped up before we can find out, who's playing who exactly. There's a few matches that we do know. But yeah, Doso is in. We'll have to check the final run differential per 9 stat. That's going to determine whether he is 11 or if Ted Danson is 11, and then the other one would be the 12 seed. Remember, only the top 12 teams make it in. But yeah, Doso's in, and really the story of the night, like you said, that catch in left center field. Have you ever seen a catch like that given the circumstances? I mean, come on.
No, the short answer would be no.
Yeah.
Just off the bat, I thought it was in the gap or maybe a home run. But yeah, the left fielder, he got a good jump on it, but it just looked like he had no chance, and he dove at the last second. And the crowd just goes wild. What a play!
Yeah, El Viejo, the site of both games. What a treat it was. That was a fantastic series here on this bonus Thursday night match of the week. Typically, we do this for you on Sunday nights. We are going to have matches for you this Sunday night, so stay tuned for that. Follow the channel if you don't already. You can scroll down and join our Discord. That's where the bulk of our community is housed. That's where all the discussion and the highlights and standings and things of that nature are held. I've been Weaver for Prez. Thank you, Mike, for joining me tonight here in the booth on a bit short notice. This was something we kind of threw together last second. And yeah, any parting words before we sign off here?
No, not at all. And it was my pleasure. Love doing this, and it seems like, man, every time we get a series, I think the one I watched before is going to be better, and then the next one outdoes it. So, man, these guys and gals just put on a show every time we get a chance to watch and cast these games. So, thank you to everybody.
They certainly do, and that's going to do it for us here tonight. We are only a few days away from the Sunday night match of the week matchups for AAA and XBL, which will signal the end of the regular season of Season 9, and starting that next day is when playoff games can begin. So keep an eye out for that. Again, I've been Weaver for Prez. We thank you to Dwayne tonight for casting for us. Thank you for Mickey, the trailer guy, for that trailer that plays before each and every game we have here. And we will see you guys Sunday night. Thank you so much, and have a good night.